Welcome back to the Relius Reviews. Today's review is focused on Wu-Tang and American Saga Season 2, Episode 8, entitled Saturday Night. And the official synopsis of Saturday Night is: the pressure is on when the Clan tells label executives to come see them perform at a legendary hip-hop club on a night they aren't booked. And before I give up my review, please like and subscribe and comment and tell me what I should review next. And I would say this episode was one of the best episodes of this season because the Wu-Tang Clan continues to become bigger. So the episode just starts with just the Wu-Tang Clan running out of a club. Every single member just running for their lives, seeming as if like they done pissed off the wrong person. They done like done something they wasn't supposed to be doing. And then it jumps to a couple of weeks earlier where it just shows RZA, Mitchell, and sometimes Power talking to different record executives to possibly see if they could get a record deal for the Wu-Tang Clan ever since Protect Your Neck has been hitting their airwaves. Then they all go to Def Jam's recordings with ODB and they talk to Tracy Wapples. I apologize if I butchered her name. And she was the vice president of marketing for Def Jam. And the conversation seems to go good at first, as she says that whenever she likes a song, the pie gets wet. And she likes Protect Your Neck. And Power does an extremely bold move by saying that the group is going to perform at one of New York's most legendary hip-hop clubs, The Fever. And from what I've read and everything, The Fever was a legendary club, just like the Tunnel was, as they were two of the well-known hip-hop clubs where many different hip-hop acts would perform and everything. And I've heard some pretty crazy and some disturbing stories about the Tunnel as well. And this episode does have some small narration from Tracy as well, just talking about how groups are, the Wu-Tang Clan and everything else. And everyone is now on a mission to get the gang to perform at the Fever. Meanwhile, we see Nia and Shurrie. They are just talking about different things. Shurrie just talking about how she helped out Wu-Tang when it came to a couple of days ago. And they decide to have a girls' night out. Meanwhile, Power is trying to talk to the owner of the Fever to see as if like he could find any way to get the Wu-Tang to perform. And the owner is not having it because rumors has spilled by immediately, just like that. So Power decides to go with option 2. And this quote of "it's not what you know, but who you know" comes into play huge. And that is a very honest quote because knowing the right people can get you far in life. And that is exactly what happened when Power talks to Mook, who has some well-known connections. And Mook and Power, they talk with the owner and they are able to get the Wu-Tang Clan at the Fever on Saturday night. Meanwhile, we see Ghostface acting like a straight arrogant a-hole to a restaurant owner about how he wants his sandwich and everything. Raekwon and Ghostface, they talk for a hot second, and it seems as if like they are on some pretty good terms now. They see a couple of the other members as well, and they all go to the rehearsal as they have less than a day to perform a rehearsal for 3 different songs. And the rehearsals, it's not that good. Like it doesn't, nothing bad happens, but not every member is there. It's just a hot mess to say the freaking least. And the day is finally here. The Wu-Tang is about to perform at the Fever. Shurrie and Nia, they go out as well to the club to support them and pretending to be record label executives to get in the club. And everyone is nervous. Everyone is doing different things to ease the stress of performing. And once they get into the club, they immediately have some problem with security. But then after that, once they walk through the club and everything, people are giving them all just like stink eyes, giving them just like "who is you" looks, like "what is Wu-Tang?" Like it seems as if like it is already starting on a pretty horrible note, to be honest. But once they get into the club, that is when it seems as if like things are about to go a lot worse, as they have to immediately perform after one of the other sets had to stop and everything. ODB gets on the set and he goes on a huge tirade among different things. The record label executives show up and it seems as if like ODB is about to catch some bodies, but his conversation, it turns crazy. It just seems as if like all of the record label executives are about to leave with what he's saying, because some of the things that he is saying is not pretty good to some people, but they all stay and he is able to calm down the crowd, and Wu-Tang Clan officially performs at the Fever. They perform Protect Your Neck, Method Man, Can It Be Also Simple with Raekwon and Ghostface, and it's good. Like, everybody is enjoying it. Every single crowd member likes it. The record labels like it. Steve pops up to see the Wu-Tang Clan, and it's really good. The night ends on a very positive note with Mook officially becoming the newest manager for the Wu-Tang Clan, the owner of the Fever liking what he see, and after the Wu-Tang Clan is done for, the next group arrives, and just as when they're about to perform, they immediately get booed off the set and people start throwing things at them. And that scene where it seems as if like they was running from bad people, they were running from their fans because they was a hit. They were successful. They get into a van, they run away, and the episode ends on a positive note, to say the least. Like I said, I felt like this was a really good episode, as it just shows the Wu-Tang Clan continuing to be dominant as well. Some of the things that I enjoyed about this episode was just the Wu-Tang Clan actually performing for the very first time live, and every single member just doing their best. Nobody messing up, nobody causing trouble. Tracy Wapples, played by Lala, she was interesting as well with her character, as she was the vice president of marketing for Def Jam for many different years. And it was interesting to see something that somewhat helped out the Wu-Tang. Some of my predictions that I have for the last two episodes is that I think Steve is definitely going to find the Wu-Tang, because I find out who Steve is in real life, and he does play a huge role with Wu-Tang. That's all I'm going to say. And the next song I think they're definitely going to record is Cream, because the next episode is entitled Cream. And that is going to be an interesting episode, to say the least, because I want to see what is going to happen with Fab. But season 2 so far has been pretty good in my honest opinion. I can't wait to see what happens next. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.